Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
I lost. Where are we? What are we doing?
Leonard Swim. Yes. With Karen Lucas. Women and Lucas.
OMG. Yes.
God.
My God.
Matinee Edition.
Thank you. We are here.
Matinee Edition.
Matinee Edition.
What episode
with
is this?
Lucas and Jared.
Hey.
76, I believe.
76.
Holy shit.
I know.
Thank you for everybody listening. All you damn hot dogs, you're welcome.
It's been a long time coming. We've been
the arrogance that comes with with Old Heart Radio.
it's gone to our heads.
Oh, God, there goes the mic.
Mic's falling down.
You know, see, we don't care about audio quality either, right? Anyway,
Coming from the guy who has 2 new mics.
Yeah, dude.
The
Man, that actually reminds me. I just sat down with my friend Jamie, and there will be a Local Yokels episode posted for it. I should probably put this mic closer. One of the things we talked about was sort of being a gearhead. And, and like how it's not just exclusive to musicians. It's holy shit. You get gearhead about so many different fucking things, man.
So, we should also say we're in person again.
Yeah, this is another live episode.
We're working on it. Just for reference to listeners, I don't know if this will be out today, but we're recording this on Monday, the 17th of May.
Indeedly do. So,
just so everybody's up to date with everything.
Yeah, there's been, some stuff floating around the news-wise these days, but it's.
Quickly on the note of being a gearhead, though.
Yeah.
I'm getting into like the video production aspect. I sort of want to do that when I get out of college, and I just got like camera gear and that type of shit.
Yeah. Man.
Oh my God, it's such a sync. Like
it is. It's not necessarily. I don't want to call it a pit.
No, there's definitely
because you get fulfillment out of it.
I think there's and you can use it.
And you can use it.
I think there's definitely a point where you can say stop with camera gear.
Yeah.
Because it's about getting a fucking good-looking picture.
Yeah, fair enough.
Audio gear, and especially music gear, there's always something else.
Music gear especially. Like, there's constant innovations happening with music tech. Audio gear, a little less.
Yeah.
Because, it is sort of similar. Like, once you get to, like, a fucking nice mic, like, you're just like, okay, I can ride this out for a while.
Yep.
But yeah, man. It's not necessarily pit. I'm not calling Old Heart Radio pit, hot dogs, okay? No.
It's the best kind of pit. One that has a very shallow bottom.
Either way, we have no Zoom lords kind of dictating our time today.
Yeah, so we might run a bit long.
Yeah.
We got time to kill here.
But we got some, we're doing some...
So we're starting off with Lucas's Gaming Minute. Give me something. Give me a sample. Hey... All right, we should load up like a good gaming sample in there.
Yeah, that. I really should.
But
what would be a good gaming sample though? Like, what do you
maybe like the one up from like the old Super Mario games?
Okay.
I bet
I could find that pretty easily.
Somewhere.
I'm on it for you
next time.
And the hot dogs
for me. So we're just to commemorate the release of a downloadable expansion for my new one of my favorite games of last year, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
As I shake it more toward I've seen some gameplay from Valhalla,
yes,
but I've never played it.
Yeah. So I brought up the trailer. There's not a trailer. The trailer for this one for the expansion is sort of like meh, but I don't think you've seen the reveal trailer for Valhalla. It's fucking dope. So the new expansion is Wrath of the Druids.
Ooh.
So this so the game primarily is on the Viking expansion to England.
Okay.
So like Alfred's there,
yeah.
And it's like the Dark Ages of England essentially.
Fair
and
enough.
It's very cool. So post-Roman, it's very interesting how those games grab history, and so like running around in it, it's post-Roman period.
Mm.
And it really puts everything to scale because they're Roman ruins that look how Roman ruins do now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And the game is set. It's like taking place 1,200 years ago.
Yeah, that's the thing I remember from seeing some gameplay. Nadine's brother Steve, he had it, and he was just like, I have to fucking show you guys this.
Yeah,
and like it was like the detail.
It's incredible
in like the building structures, like and how like certain things are like, you know, broken down even, or like in decay, or like how they're being built up, as well as like the interesting sort of kind of historical like context that they really do fit in by like introducing characters from history.
It's very interesting. So I've been watching Vikings, and a lot of the characters in Vikings. So Assassin's Creed is more. The game Valhalla is more honest to the actual timing of events than Vikings is.
Oh, interesting.
So Vikings is focusing on Ragnar Lothbrok, who was like the king of all of Norway. And
what a fucking title, by the way.
What a title. Like the king of the Vikings.
Dude, yeah, for real.
He was responsible for like the first big settlements in England. But in the show Vikings, they sort of fudge with the details. Like there's the Viking siege of Paris, which is known to be like the end of the Viking age.
Yeah, yeah. Ragnar
was dead for like 150 years before that. But in the show, he storms Paris and gets his ass handed to him. So his
History Channel took some liberties.
Yeah, they took some liberties. Great show. I'd recommend Vikings to anyone.
Yeah.
But
I've seen the Hodgepodge episodes, but I know some diehard Viking fans.
Oh yeah, it's good. But the game actually, it's taking place like I want to say like 10 years after the death of Ragnar.
Okay.
And Vikings are heading back to essentially Halfdan took over from Ragnar and imposed like a very strict state. So and it actually there's historical context for a bunch of Vikings just saying fuck it, we're going to England. And we're going to stay there.
Yeah.
So it created this interesting political turmoil. And what Assassin's Creed does with like the Templars and like the secret societies, it fits into like actual events with like relatively uncanny like accuracy.
Yeah.
But then puts this like fun conspiratorial thing on it.
Fair enough. Well, and that's one of the things that, from my understanding, gives this game and some of the
franchise.
Assassins, the franchise itself, like that kind of credit is that it really weaves these storylines in and out of history in this fucking wildly interesting way.
I want to say one of my favorite games was the Origins one, which was it took place I want to say in the Ptolemaic era in ancient Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Which you're talking about place and setting. Like the pyramids had already been there for like 2,000 years.
Yo.
So that was fucking sweet. And it's like, oh, the pyramids are aged. Everything still looks dated.
Yeah.
But like there's the Tower of like Alexandria's there, which is long gone by our time now.
Yeah.
But it's so cool when it's like it's really a testament to what gaming can do.
That's cool, man. I mean, yeah, and I don't know. I think the popularity of these games kind of reflects that, like how thirsty people are for like some sort of tangibility in storylines.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's I've seen like fucking professors being like, if you've played Assassin's Creed, you actually have like a good jumping off point to study actual history.
There you go.
So
soon they'll just be having kids and students just play Assassin's Creed for homework.
Dude, that'd be fun. So this trailer, it came out like maybe 5 months ago or something.
Yeah, okay.
But it's the good shit. And it's the reveal trailer. If you want to watch it with us, you can go ahead and start it now. Can you see it from there, man?
Yeah, I got it. So, it's not that they're heartless. They're just stone cold, you know?
They're stone cold fucking killers. You'll get the context.
Beautiful.
Oh, so this is cinematic, but
yeah.
Still, the game looks fucking sick.
See, cinematics, I get roped so hard into the idea of games just through the cinematics.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get to games and I'm like, oh, shit, you have to actually do stuff.
It doesn't look like a movie the whole time. It's pretty. Pretty on the money.
I would straight up, I would watch a movie done like this, though. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. What was the Tom Hanks, like the Christmas Railroad?
Oh, the Polar Express.
Yeah, that was full CGI.
There's got to be some middle ground between Valhalla here and the Polar Express. That would make a perfect movie.
So that's King Alfred, and
this fucking punk.
might be able to. Yeah, we can.
Oh, he wants to snuff them out.
Yeah. It's
What
fucking
a
sweet.
punk. What a trick. Oh my god, dude. But how intimidating would that be? Just like them
Through the
arriving
fog.
Through the fog.
This is talking about intimidating. This is honestly one. After watching this trailer, it became one of my phobias. The arrow volley.
Oh god, dude. Fuck that shit. Oh no.
I'll prepare for some fucking gore, man.
Do it. Fuck
Also,
those-
the
fuck
Assassin's
those-
Creed games were not gory until this one. That was a decapitation,
Yeah. Oh,
impalement.
dude. Oh my god. Into the ground, slice and dice. Oh, this guy. Man, fuck those English.
There's a
punks.
leg going off.
Oh, dude.
That dude got impaled, still fighting.
Yo, right through the fucking back, dude. Oh, hatchet to the head.
Fucking Christ.
God damn. Be still now, brother. Somehow Dom Toretto is also in this.
Family. Valhalla.
I really saw. I gotta stop doing my Dom Toretto impressions, turning into a Batman one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's given
Dude,
Batman
it's
enough.
Odin
Oh shit, you're on the righteous path, man.
and the fucking Raven.
Yo.
It's fucking sick.
is with us. I swear I've shouted that on stage before. Dude, fuck this guy up. Oh my god, that
He's
big
beefy.
English bastard. Who's at the fucking mountain making a guest spot
I know,
in this
he's
trailer?
huge. Big boy.
Dude,
That chainmail,
that
man.
chainmail's holding up against that axe though. God damn, that sucked. Oh,
Fucking metal
Headbutt.
helmet headbutt.
yeah, but look at this dude. Like how big is that sword too? What is it?
Huge broadsword.
Yeah, it just. Oh, and there it is.
The
That's right.
trademark.
This is an Assassin's Creed.
Oh, in the
Oh.
eye.
Wrist blade to the fucking face. Yeah, that's right. That dude just shit his pants on the horse, and then the horse just shit too. Like,
I fucking hate the hashtag for this game though. The promotional was like a Viking.
God, dude, like that reminds me. Yeah, that's too cheesy for me. That reminds me of like when Pirates of the Caribbean got really big, and everybody was all
Like a
of sudden,
pirate.
Like, what's cooler, pirates or ninjas? It's like
I don't fucking care.
those. Yeah, why are we debating this? Like, no, that game looks legitimately fucking fun, and I
It
think,
is
I
a
think
blast.
it might be. Once I kind of get on, personally, it's like one of those things. Like once I get on summer break, I think
Yeah.
this year, like I really want to dig into a game, and
You
that
know-
might be the one I pick in.
You know,
I
I was
pick to
gonna.
start
I'll just say
getting
it
into.
right now on the pod. That we'll wrap up the game in a minute with this. I'd highly recommend you to play any of the Assassin's Creed games you can get your hands on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are cheap now as well. But Destiny, which I was talking about last week,
Yeah.
they just by the end. So those some of you may have picked it up. Jared is a PlayStation man. Now I'm an Xbox guy.
Listen, I'm a PlayStation man. Sometimes you gotta do things for love, okay? And that includes giving up on having an Xbox and just accepting the fact that PS4s are around the house.
But the console wars are a thing of the past. I was gonna say Destiny's free to play,
Yeah.
and in 3 to 4 months they're gonna make it where you play. There's crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation.
What?
Yeah.
That'd
so I
be
was gonna
fucking
I was gonna
wild.
say you could hop on free to play and I
Yeah.
could play with you.
Damn, dude. Okay, well that just steps it up, man. Destiny
I know.
might be where it's at. That's cool. How often do they do that? 'Cause that's
I
always
mean,
been a thing I've
Fortnite
wondered.
did it.
Yeah, okay.
Recent
okay.
Fortnite sort of opened the gates to that.
Fair enough.
And I know Rocket League. Do you know what Rocket League is?
No.
It's like soccer with cars. You've probably
What?
seen it in places.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
God, I sound so stupid when we talk about video games. I'm like, what? I
No,
feel
but
like
there's-
it sounds like I'm still living in like '96 when it comes to video games. Like,
Dude, Destiny will scratch your Halo itch though. There were a bunch
cool.
of indie games or like smaller developers that just like gave it a try, maybe like starting 3 years ago.
yeah,
Xbox was immediately cool with it.
Yeah.
So like there's been Xbox, Switch, and PC crossplay for a while now. But
Sony's just been
PlayStation,
holding out.
PlayStation's been holding out until like they hit a critical mass of people being like, "Why the fuck aren't you doing this?"
For real though, like it's just, I mean, like, yeah, that would bring a whole new interest to some of these games for me.
Absolutely. So we'll have to play together when that happens.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so
getting on to essentially what is a video game.
yeah. So
A shitty one, like a really shitty Call of Duty campaign.
so did this drop today?
Yeah,
So-
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched this trailer. We're about to watch the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins trailer.
Which it's echoing something absolutely terrible.
Yeah, and if we're on the same page with that, I have these haunting things about like Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh god.
Like nobody, I mean, like who was like beating down the door for them to try and expand the G.I. Joe franchise?
No one.
That's what
No
I'm
one.
saying. Like, I
How
don't
long
think-
has it been since the last one? I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't recall watching any of the G.I. Joe movies. I'm not opposed to it. Like the cartoon, I remember
Well, it's a classic.
catching reruns of and whatnot. Once it was
What?
syndicated, but I also really have a fondness for the internet having taken clips of that G.I. Joe show and turning them into like garbage things on YouTube. That's probably my fondest memory of G.I. Joe's at this point. But wasn't Channing Tatum in a G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah.
And it was, and you mentioned The Rock before we were recording. Was he?
Yeah.
He was in a GI Joe movie.
Yes. So I
Was he
found.
playing the same character that he does in the Fast and Furious?
So what's funny? If you look at the promotional material, he has the fucking Fast and Furious goatee.
Oh my god! Dude. He totally. It's
So also I pulled up. There's a G.I. Joe movie here called like Ever Vigilant, which I never knew. Like I hadn't heard about it or anything. And then I clicked. It said 2020, so I clicked on it and it was like, oh, it was announced in 2020. It's in production right now to come out after Snake Eyes.
Huh.
But hilariously, the second thing that comes up is the second picture that comes up is the scene from Fast 7 with the Rock with the minigun. It has nothing to fucking do with G.I. Joe.
Oh my god!
So
dude.
okay, this in the past few years, there's been G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, 2009.
Okay.
G.I. Joe: Retaliation, 2013. That's the first one with Bruce Willis.
Oh my god! Bruce Willis was actually in one of these.
Bruce Willis was he was Joe, man.
He was Joe.
Yeah. Also, is that John Cena? No way.
I want to
Oh
watch
no,
it.
it's Channing Tatum.
I told you. I knew it. He was in one of the. I want to watch these movies now just to see if they're as bad as like.
Oh,
I
that might
hope-
be
I
a
hope they
good
are.
like series for us to do.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe if we see maybe if we give a fuck about Snake Eyes. Which we're about to find out if we give a fuck about Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
And then Ever Vigilant, which looks like it's in production, but it appears it's going to feature fucking Anthony Mackie and Bruce Willis again and The
What?
Rock.
Oh my god, the Dream Team.
And it's being directed by DJ Caruso. I'm looking at his
DJ.
I'm looking I'm looking at his IMDb. I'm curious now. What's this guy directed? Oh god, he's the guy he directed the Triple X Return of Xander Cage film.
Oh my god.
Two Money. Ugh, what the
I don't-
fuck?
you know-
He directed a few episodes of Smallville.
I have faith in that project.
My
now.
god, dude, there's like a 10-year jump in this guy's filmography.
Did you watch the Triple X movie?
Fuck no.
It was so funny. Like it.
Well,
it's
yeah.
Basically, it's like you know how you know like the way we laugh at Fast and Furious, but with the Triple X like return,
Yeah.
it was so over the top. Like it starts out you get introduced
Doesn't he like
to
ski
Xander
down
Cage
like
by
a
him.
jungle?
Yeah, like skiing down, not just a jungle, but he's like on top of like a giant tower, and he like launches down off this giant tower, and it's just,
So dumb.
It's just one of those things. It's just like I don't know, like it has to be built to not be taken seriously. So
Oh yeah.
just enjoy it for what it is. But oh my god, that movie was hot garbage. Like, yeah, more
Yeah.
so than the Fast and the Furious. Yeah, but I you know, I remember when they were like really interested in doing these origin stories and stuff like that. That became like a hot trending thing.
Yeah.
Like the Wolverine one was obviously with Marvel. That was like supposed to be the thing that kicked open the gate for like origin type movies for these cartoon or comic book characters.
I remember when they made X-Men Origins and it flopped.
Yeah. They had
they
simultaneously
greenlit like Magneto.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had announced a Magneto one.
That's when the Gambit one.
Yeah, Channing Tatum actually was supposedly supposed to play Gambit.
That movie was supposed to come out until like a year ago.
Yeah. There's still been. I still see random rumors online of people being like,
I guarantee it got fucking shut down.
Happening.
I guarantee it got shut down after Marvel bought up Fox.
Well, like nobody fucking wants looking
Gambit
for that shit.
The especially Channing Tatum Gambit. Come on.
Yeah. Not after the second 21 Jump Street movie.
My name's Jeff. So when we get into this, who directed this? Do you have the IMDb up?
I think I do actually.
Let's see.
Let's see who directed this goddamn movie. Oh, I don't have that director in here.
Really?
Oh, here it is. Robert Schwenke.
Robert.
I'm gonna look up what else he's done, but yeah. So this is listed as a spin-off movie from the original. So it's supposed to be connected to him.
Well, yeah. Snake Eyes is in the other ones.
I get that, but like it feels like it's been a while, and so it's weird that I feel like it's weird that they're now trying to expand this universe. You know what I mean? What else has he done though? He did that movie Red with Morgan Freeman, Bruce Willis, Helen Mirren. It was another.
Yeah, it was the old people.
Yeah,
it was
a graphic novel adaptation. And,
okay. It looked like Expendables.
I remember it actually kind of being fun, but also like horribly, cheesy in a lot of ways. He did R.I.P.D., which is like a.
I remember that with Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever watched that one.
That was a comic, right?
I think so. Maybe that's his thing. He's just like he's been billed as a director who adapts those sort of like good independent titles.
Good alliteration though on the title for R.I.P.D. Whoever came up with that is awesome.
Oh man, yeah. Apparently he did one of the. I'm not familiar with the Divergent series, but
those movies were so bad they canceled the last book.
That's
movie.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he has a handful of credits, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like doesn't seem like a
guy that has been directing any acclaimed films.
He's no Scorsese.
What are these? But listen, fucking carnival rides. What?
These tentpole movies, man.
Right.
Let's check this shit out. So Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins.
Well, we got the fucking little watermark here too, so it'll be a few seconds. We're starting right now.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Kino check.
Shoutouts.
Guns.
Oh, guns.
Swords.
Moving car sword fights. Classic. Oh, badass.
That actually is not a bad stunt.
I'll say so far.
It's nicely shot.
Yeah, so far it doesn't look bad. Oh, ninja shit. I'm on a new level.
It's very Fast and Furious.
This is. What? So.
Oh my god, it's.
Modern day ninjas.
Oh my god. So.
I'm just. Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? What's the deal here?
Was that just a teaser trailer?
The fuck is this? 2 trailers in one? What? Fuck off.
We don't want the commentary,
we don't
bastards.
need the commentary.
So here's the thing.
It actually is like decently shot. It looks like.
Yeah. It doesn't look necessarily like. Doesn't look bad like visually, but
yeah.
The thing while watching it, and this is the exact same thing I probably feel like actually watching the entire movie.
Yeah.
Is that I do not care about these characters. I know that's give it a chance and you might care about these characters, but I have no connection to this.
It feels like if it's actually a spinoff, then they're playing off of a hype that isn't there. The last movie was in 2013.
That's what I'm saying, and I think this it doesn't hit that note because it doesn't. I don't know. I doubt it's gonna do a really good job
Feels like the Dark Universe.
Yeah, building this whole G.I. Joe franchise for him. I don't know. I bet it'll have some cool choreography in terms of like its fight scenes and some of the stunts that we just saw. Like, did look pretty fun. But I wouldn't like be looking for.
I feel
much
like
in this movie.
it looks like a spoof of Shang Chi.
They were just trying to push this out before Shang Chi. They're like, see, they're
like,
trying to copy us. Look.
Fuck.
Marvel's trying.
It looks like Shang Chi or something like that. You know.
Who do you think would win a fight, Shang Chi or Snake Eyes?
Oh, Shang Chi.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Shang Chi.
This guy looks like he'd be.
Shang-Chi's a big gun.
Yeah, I know. This guy looks like he'd be fighting he become like the immortal Steel Fist or something.
You know, as a palate cleanser, we should just watch the Shang-Chi trailer to get ready to.
Because it's good.
Because it's good.
Because it'll definitely be better than this.
It's more exciting than this.
Should we actually?
Yeah, pop it up.
Fuck yeah, why not?
It's it's one of those things like low key. It's gonna be not like Loki, but low key. It's like it's a movie that's gonna, I think, be a really fun and well-paced kind of like film to enjoy. You know,
we're gonna watch it in just a moment, but I just saw this ad here after I searched Shang-Chi for Disney's Cruella.
Oh, I haven't seen shit about. I mean, I've seen things online about Cruella.
So
but I
some of the
really,
reviews
looked
just
it
started
up.
coming out, and supposedly it's pretty good. So, and I saw a review that likened it to a cross between Joker and Devil Wears Prada.
Interesting. That'd be cool. I mean, Devil Wears Prada is actually a really fucking like sharp movie, man.
Oh yeah,
like,
good movie.
Yeah. But
so I watched an interview with a costume designer from Devil Wears Prada, and how fucking it's a movie about fashion.
Yeah.
So you'd expect them to be thorough, but like the meticulous detail they went into with like what outfits characters are wearing in specific scenes is incredible.
Yo, I mean, like that's I feel like they went, and I'm not familiar with the book. I've never read the book or anything, but it feels like they really tried to like perfectly build that world in there, so you could really get into it and it would seem authentic. And anyway, it came across really well. But I'm really interested in the idea of like sort of that type of like fashion world, you know, kind of movie mixed with like some, you know, slight psychotic breaks.
Yeah.
Cruella, as starring Emma Stone. Okay.
I know.
So first off, I didn't even know Emma Stone was in this movie.
Yeah. It's weird that, first off, I mean, like, if it's good, it's good. I'm down. But
Absolutely.
I don't really, like, when it first was announced, I was like, I don't think I fucking care about the dog abuser from 101 Dalmatians.
I think she's I mean, like,
Emma Stone's great.
Well, like much like the Snake Eyes Origins trailer, we don't need like necessarily like a Disney villain origins. They tried it with Maleficent with Angelina Jolie.
They made two of those.
The second one I didn't even fucking bother watching.
Yeah.
Because the first one seemed to like drag on about bullshit for too long.
Yeah.
Like it had some cool visuals. It was a fun idea, I think. But again, it kind of like it relied on you wanting to give a shit about this character that you've only given a shit about like this like small iota.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make you want to like build that up. I'm hoping you know, maybe Cruella will do the same. But the thing is, like, I think the problem with those kind of movies is that they look to try and make them more than just one movie.
Yeah.
And I think if you just took the time to make one really good single origin movie about this character, that would probably prove better.
I think that's what they're going for with Cruella.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the vibe I got. That's sort of a one-off prequel to 101 Dalmatians, and it's like that. In that case, it could be good.
Absolutely, and I could see that kind of being sort of compelling. You know,
it's the whole know when to stop. You know.
Yeah.
So we might talk about that when it comes out.
For sure.
So yeah.
Anyway, she definitely looks like she fits the bill.
She's pulling it off pretty well. I watched the first trailer. It's not bad.
Nice.
So Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I need a palate cleanse.
Like, and it's uncanny also how that trailer was structured and how this trailer is structured. You got some like hip hop samples going on in the background, some kind of like trappy type vibe, choreographed with the action. Exactly. And like, we need you, like that type of thing. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, actually. Let Kevin Feige remind you. We're starting it right now. I'm so excited for this film. Also, wait, on Snake Eyes, while we're watching this trailer, we both already seen. I don't like the casting is sort of meh.
Well, I mean,
Simu Liu in this, it's less jarring than Crazy Rich Asians guy.
fair enough. I do. Yeah. I mean, I think just as like an actor,
He's a good
Liu
actor.
is hella charismatic,
Yeah.
and that's why I was excited about his casting here. Yeah, dude.
This is a great trailer.
I mean, this movie definitely promises to have some fucking awesome fight scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like between like all the authentic shit. Like there's like that scene.
Man, Florian Monteu, he's one of the bad guys in this. He's the guy with the fucking sword arm.
Oh yeah.
He got his first acting credit ever was in Creed 2.
Oh shit.
He's a Ukrainian boxer.
Damn.
And this is his second film. He just has such an incredible presence in Creed. So
Fair
I'm very
enough.
excited to watch him in this. Look at this like crouching tiger, hidden dragon shit.
Yeah, so it looks like, I mean, that kind of brief moment, I'm wondering what like that historical context is that they're gonna bring to the table.
Who knows?
But you know how like with Black Panther, I love that kick.
Yeah,
that
great
double
kick.
It was Black Panther. They they established like Wakanda's been around
Yeah.
for a very long time. Had these warring tribes. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the Eternals movie's coming up, which is going to be obviously kind of like this dig through classic Marvel thing, out
Classic
of control bus or train. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You have Aquafina yelling as well.
Aquafina.
Ah!
I'll say this: Aquafina is a fucking gift, man. She is so damn funny.
She's excellent.
There's this, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. There's this HBO show that she does that she stars in. That's fucking.
I think I know what you're talking
It's
about.
fucking hilarious, actually.
All right, we're gonna close.
But yeah,
out.
that movie looks like it's gonna be. I mean, that's probably like one of the movies I'm the most hyped for.
Shang-Chi?
Like MCU, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That and probably like it's like that, Ant-Man 3 and Thor. Like Thor
Really?
4, yeah.
You know, I'm just because I'm curious how they're gonna do it. I'm really excited for our Miss Marvel
Oh yeah,
and
well, yeah,
by
for
extension the Marvels. So
sure. Yeah,
I'm excited to see where that goes. Just because, especially with Miss Marvel, it's such a new character that became so widely beloved so quickly.
well, yeah, for sure. I mean, like,
Kamala Khan, that was like less than a decade.
yeah, for sure. You know, she's only been around for such a small
Maybe
period
like
of time in comparison
maybe
to
like
some of these other
2010 at
heroes.
the latest.
But yeah, I mean that movie, like, or that series will be really cool. I mean, I'm interested to see like with these ones that have kind of been going for a while, like Thor and Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just looking forward to seeing like how they kind of start wrapping up those runs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like every Thor movie we've seen, it sort of kind of goes bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I wonder what they're gonna do with this one.
You
what
know,
I mean?
I'm actually I was gonna say this during the Shang-Chi thing, but I got sidetracked thinking about it. I'm excited for Shang-Chi because, and I feel like we got it with like a bit with Cap, but mostly with like Iron Man, is a character that just has their wits and skills. You know, there's a vulnerability to that
Oh,
that
absolutely.
you don't get with a character like Thor, because Thor can get beaten to a pulp and still get up.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man might be the closest thing, but I like the
Yeah.
idea of just like a martial artist who that's his thing. He can protect himself. He can fucking fight.
Yeah.
Nobody who's a relatively normal person can kill him, in theory.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But there's a level of vulnerability that like was only present with like fucking Hawkeye and Black Widow.
That's true. And you know, you can make the sort of tie to like Daredevil. Daredevil
Yeah,
did a
that's a
really
good
good
one as
job
well.
of in that series. They did a really good job of kind of painting the picture of, even though, you know, Murdoch has this sort of like, you know, extra senses.
Yeah.
He didn't in that show heavily rely too much on them. Like
Well,
a lot
yeah.
of the focus was on him being just one tough motherfucker who could take a beating
He was
and
just
give out a
he was
beating two.
like yeah, he had like vision and some level of foresight because he could tell where people were coming from.
Yeah.
But when you boil it down, he was just an extremely skilled martial artist.
Yeah, and that was like, at least in terms of like the storytelling of the show, they relied on that being like the thing that drove his character through everybody. And I don't know. I think that was it would be it'll just be interesting to see that. I agree. Just sort of like a ground level hero. If you will.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. Somebody just say a character that just feels more like a person.
Yeah, because the thing I look forward to out of things like the Marvels and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 are the like cosmic aspects potentially of those. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. Like the first Iron Man movie in particular, I think was was the most grounding movie. It's still, because it's just it starts off in that place where it's like it's just a dude with some money. I mean, not that I'm saying he's a billionaire. Yeah. I'm not saying that. It's a guy who gets like broken down to like a really base level. He decides to use his skills to like level up, and I don't know. It was cool. But yeah, I think that'll be interesting. But
speaking of someone who's cheated death countless times,
expanding the MCU in some sort of interesting way, like.
We were watching the Loki clip that was released today, introducing Agent Mobius. Honestly, God, I read that the first time I was like, Morbius? Vampires?
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm hella interested in this show. I cannot wait for it to come out. It's like this is gonna be really interesting to see what sort of reality bending he does in this. Oh yeah, jumping from universe to universe, time to time.
Absolutely. Let's check her out. Fucking love how much this is like. It seems to be meant to disorient.
I'm so glad that Owen Wilson's in this.
Yeah.
Are you taking me somewhere to kill me? No, that's where you just were. Someplace to talk. I like to talk, but you do like to lie, which you just did, because we both know you love to talk.
It's so. He's actually like, I like him.
I don't know, it's hard to say. Time passes differently.
That's the thing about Owen Wilson, right? I feel like his characters immediately disarm you.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why he might be in this role.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you're created by the timekeepers to protect the sacred timeline. Correct.
Sacred timeline.
The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of 3 space lizards. Yes, it's funny. It's absurd. I thought you didn't like to talk.
Excellent.
What are these space lizards?
I know.
Like, that's the thing. I'm really interested. I love.
Oh god, it's
like,
the Venom 2
like
trailer.
time shit. I love those storylines where they manipulate time, and
always entertaining.
But like this, it's really fucking interesting because it's like they're really establishing like the effects of time travel in the MCU, and I don't know. Like it's just like I don't know much. Like they've done a really good job of kind of concealing these sort of like bigger elements to the Loki series, like and they've only, I'm hyped about it just because of like the fact that it's like Tom Hiddleston jumping through time solving crimes.
Dude,
or
Tom Hiddleston
like
as Loki is still one of the best castings.
But the idea of like how they're going to again like kind of further expand the hierarchy of the MCU with like these people who've established the time order. Who the fuck are they?
Extra temporal beings.
Yeah, and so I mean, I feel like we're definitely getting some sort of Kang the Conqueror nod in this show.
Yeah.
Which will be fucking hella cool because that is one of the most interesting to this day castings to me. It's like Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3.
Yeah.
How is that gonna be reflected in the rest of the MCU, man? That's a big name.
If he has to be a long-standing villain. If they kill him in one movie, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Oh, same here. But they I feel like I've seen fans like taking still shots from some of the Loki trailers and whatnot, and you see like images that may convincingly look like King the Conqueror, like in engravings or something, like. And
I haven't seen any of them.
So it's like. Yeah, maybe this is this is a way to.
You know what it might mean with King the Conqueror though?
What?
We might get some Iron Lad.
We already got Ironheart coming along.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's sort of all the trailers we have to watch, but sort of feeding into the Marvel thing.
Yeah.
And we'll use it as a handy segue. Look behind the curtain here, listener. This is all a ploy. So James Gunn expressed interest in, after doing Guardians 3, which he said is going to be his last Guardians of the Galaxy film, he would be interested in doing Thunderbolts, which I was like fist pumping when I read that headline.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Thunderbolts, I bet what's contingent on that.
Yeah.
I bet if anything, Marvel and Disney are going to be waiting till the Suicide Squad comes out to see the popularity of that to make some sort of like maybe call to James Gunn to take him up on that offer. But they would be fucking stupid not to.
Yeah, the Thunder Squad. Who knows, man?
Well, dude, I mean, the Thunder Squad, right?
Same shit.
Well,
not really. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just he's proven to be able to handle ensembles.
Yeah.
And he really invests himself into making his work fun and appealing to viewers.
Yep.
And so,
look at what he did with Guardians.
Well, exactly.
That's such a wild fucking concept, and he made it one of the most beloved like sub franchises in cinema right now.
Absolutely. The work he did with Guardians is still like relevant and being reflected throughout the MCU movies now.
Yeah.
Which is super interesting. He was arguably the first director to maybe not the first director in this MCU series, but I think he really nailed the humor tone better than anybody before him in terms of the MCU movies.
I was talking about this in regards to like the upcoming Thor film, Thor: Love and Thunder, with Taika Waititi directing versus James Gunn.
Yeah.
And how it actually speaks to one of the strengths of the MCU. It's tonal variety. The Thor Ragnarok, it felt like improv.
Definitely.
But then Guardians, it's really approachable because of the comedy style, but the comedy is so deliberate. It's well-written comedy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot tighter.
It's a lot tighter.
Yeah.
There's a lot, like in Thor Ragnarok, there are those like awkward pauses meant to accentuate a joke. But you can tell that's improv comedy.
Yeah.
And they're giving a bit more leniency. I'm excited for Guardians because that style of comedy works so well with the cast they have.
Definitely. I agree with you there. Also, aside from Guardians 3 being the last James Gunn Guardians movie, it's the last Batista as Drax movie. There's these heavy rumors that, like, the color of the font in the first couple of Guardians of the Galaxy movies reflect the same, like, tone of skin or whatever as, like, the person that dies in those movies.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who died in the first one? Groot?
Yeah. And the first I think title was sort of like brownish or whatever. I don't fucking know. Either way, I don't think anything about it. But the title was unveiled and it was kind of grayish or whatever, and people were like, "Drax dies."
Yeah, that's dumb. Okay, so the first one's gold.
Gold, yeah.
The second one's blue. Yo, Yondu.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck him.
Yeah. Which still to this day, people apparently really want Yondu to be resurrected in the MCU, but I still think it'd be completely.
It would cheapen it.
It would so cheapen it. But...
So the Guardians 3 is gray, red, and yellow.
And that's what I mean. Like I think people were like gray and
Drax
red.
is green though. It's like a soft green.
It's like a green gray.
Yeah, it's like a muddy green.
Gamora's green. Drax is definitely like a gray and has red all over him. Gray green.
Who the fuck wears red and yellow all the time? Kraglin? Is Kraglin gonna die?
I mean, like it's so arbitrary. Like,
I know,
but
that's a reach. I saw somebody. Actually, you'll get a kick out of this. Somebody getting torn a new one on social media. They obviously didn't understand what Black Panther was all about.
Oh,
and they were like, "Bucky should go back to Wakanda and become Black Panther."
Oof.
And they were just getting fucking torn a new one.
Nope. No, that's not how that works.
Distasteful. There's a reason.
Black Panther 2.
There's a reason the White Wolf
Man takes over.
Oh God, that's terrible.
God damn, dude.
What a shitty take.
It'll be awful, man.
What a dumb, uneducated take.
What a fucking idiot thing. But yeah, that will never happen.
Let me find his Instagram profile. Listeners, go bully him. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Doc's the guy.
It's weird, like the sort of like the waiting for all this expansion to start happening.
Yeah.
We have these teasers within WandaVision and not so much with Falcon and Winter Soldier, but
Yeah, Falcon the Winter Soldier was a bit more contained,
for sure.
except the U.S. agent stuff.
But you know, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really rooting for Batista to switch and start working with the DC stuff a little bit, because I really would love to see him as Bane, and that's something he's really pushing for.
I'm hoping we get some Captain Britain, man. Give me Henry Cavill.
Yeah, man. I mean, they announced on Henry Cavill's birthday that they were moving forward with a Superman movie
without Henry Cavill,
with an African American lead, and
not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing at all. It's a really obvious way of saying Henry Cavill will not be returning as Superman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, so you know, whatever. Like, it frees him up to start doing more shit. Like, I want the next season of Witcher to get done. I want to see some more shit out of that guy besides him popping up as Superman every 5 fucking years, you know?
Yeah, man.
So, and also side note, I am interested to see what they do with that Superman style story, because, and this is the cool thing about it to me, is that they are like, it's not going to be, you know, a different Earth's Superman. It's Kal-El. It's the last son of Krypton in our, you know, continuity that we look at with Superman. And so it'll be really fucking cool to see them take on a new, like, storyline with the character that has felt stagnant for fucking ever at this point.
Yeah.
No offense to Cavill, you know.
They're definitely going to use, just because of that casting, or just because of the choice to get Henry Cavill out of the role.
Yeah.
And, like, it's also reflected with Affleck. Like, Flash, it's going to be Flashpoint. And they're going to use it as a soft reboot to roll out all the stuff that didn't work.
Well, and that's exactly it. That's why I'm excited about it. It's because, and like, I think Cavill was somebody that worked in the role.
Yeah.
I just don't think he was given enough of the role. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you would have put him, like, given him some more shit in
I think
some
it was
other movies
by association, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the films that he was in were widely disliked by no fault of his own.
Yeah.
So like, it sort of taints his interpretation of the character in the same way as Ben Affleck, in my opinion, had the pieces to be a really cool Batman, but was failed by a mediocre script.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was one of the most disheartening things about Affleck's, like, failed project, the Batman movie. Like, I was really looking forward to seeing that, the sort of like somebody in the, not only like in the role portraying the character, but like how that would maybe like affect how the story itself was getting told about Batman. But it was, you know, oh well on there. But I think it's a smart move to just take the character and start like and reboot that reboot Superman in particular, because he is the big gun when it comes to DC shit. And if they can successfully pull that off, then it can open the door for them to finally maybe start doing a series of good movies.
Yeah, who knows, man?
You know, one every now and then.
And maybe a good DC film will open the door to better DC films.
Ooh.
Like The Suicide Squad.
Oh, man, yes.
Where we were meaning to go with this.
Fair enough. The Suicide Squad, like, that is the hope for the DC movies at the moment.
Oh yeah, it looks good already.
It looks like it's going to be fun. It looks like it's going to be bloody. It looks like it's going to have some action.
We wanted to talk about this briefly because like we talked about it on the show. Definitely. But I think it deserves a bit more talking. And you brought up before we started that James Gunn's been getting like hate mail.
Yeah. I just saw some sort of like random thing today online that was him. You know, he had mentioned talking about like in whatever interview, talking about how he's been getting, you know, like threats and death threats and like violence threats against his person for like the idea of him potentially killing off characters.
That's the fucking point.
And it's like one, that's that stupid toxic fandom bullshit that like ruined Star Wars.
Like, that's true.
You know, it's like we're also talking about a property that hasn't established anybody for you to give a shit about anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, where is
There's that one
like,
dude that's like from the first Suicide Squad movie who's like, "Why'd you kill Slipknot?"
Yeah, well, that's why.
There's honestly that one fuck. Okay, so you brought up the cast here.
The cast is filled the fuck out.
It's
That's the
it's
first
huge.
thing we need to definitely acknowledge about this
And
movie.
definitely, I'd be willing to put my money down that like half these characters are gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
First, and hopefully early on, I want Pete Davidson's character to fucking explode.
Blackguard.
What's his deal?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking die. In the same way as like Slipknot, they immediately killed the least interesting and least potentially known character.
Yeah. Well, and that's a great plot device for this type of this type of movie and this type of storyline, because it lets you know how expendable these characters truly are, and there's a litany of rogues from the DC universe that you could just easily say like, all right, let's just fucking kill this person off.
If James Gunn,
might be one of those.
if James Gunn actually had balls, he would kill fucking Idris Elba first.
Oof.
Bloodsport, all over the trailer. That like, I would be so down with that if you put a character through the trailer around all the time, akin to Bryan Cranston in Godzilla. But you actually were a comedic director that was slightly subversive, and then you early on killed the dude that was in the trailer. I'd be like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like it definitely throws you for this curve in the movie experience when you like watch it. You're like, whoa, now what's gonna happen?
Exactly.
And a property like Suicide Squad, that would be a very beneficial sort of plot device. But yeah,
something that's not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah.
And even like, I guarantee they're not going to do that because they paid money to get fucking Idris Elba on set. They better use him. Even some of these like lesser known characters, it's still going to up the stakes for the ones that make it through.
Yeah. Well, like it's interesting because like you look at some of the names on this list, and you have like Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, who nobody gives a shit about. Yes, yeah, you got Stallone as King Shark.
The dude who plays Rick Flag?
Yeah.
You know who else he played?
No.
He played RoboCop in the attempted reboot.
That's who that is. Yeah, that's
I
right.
know.
Isn't he the guy from?
He went to the Scott Eastwood School of Generic White Men.
Yeah, he definitely, he definitely doesn't stand out in like anything he's done.
I know.
I remember watching that RoboCop reboot thing because I love the original RoboCop movies.
It's an iconic film.
But like,
you can watch that dick get shot off.
Red Foreman and his shotguns, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that reboot was just so bland. It just didn't hit the.
I feel like there were a bunch of attempted reboots in like the early 2010s that all sucked.
They really tried. But Michael Rooker, so he plays a character named Savant in this movie.
Yeah.
That's definitely another one that I imagine Michael Rooker would sign on to this movie to have a short like role.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I doubt that he's like looking to like do a DC Yondu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I and that's the interesting thing that I've noticed about James Gunn is he started to like build out this sort of like reoccurring cast of people that he uses, including Rooker.
Yeah.
To do really fun sort of bit roles every now and then.
Oh yeah.
And that I mean you also have Sean Gunn in here as a character.
He's playing Weasel, right?
Yeah. Which I was surprised by.
So he's the mocap guy.
Yeah.
He does Rocket, and he did Teen Groot as well. So
yeah, and I love that. I think he. I think it's kind of fun that James Gunn uses people. It's something I liked about Wes Anderson early on.
Yeah. He
like kept using like the same like ensemble of actors.
You got your group, like Bill Murray,
But, exactly. The John Cena Peacemaker though is undoubtedly the most interesting character in this movie.
Yeah.
I think because that's directly coming this project is directly gonna have like a season of a show.
Yeah.
With the Peacemaker, and James Gunn's already talking about a second season of that show.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with fucking rated R U.S. Agent.
Oh yeah.
And who I'm surprised isn't in the mix here?
Who?
I'm surprised that he didn't try and get like KG Beast, because it's KG Beast is such like a funny idea for a character. I feel like it would fit perfectly in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, well, I agree with you there. I think, it's probably just a matter of like it's gotta be such a delicate balance with a movie like this. You know what I mean? Where it's like you want to saturate people with all these different types of personalities and
I guess they already killed KG Beast though.
Did they?
You remember the fucking dude in Batman vs Superman?
Oh yeah,
that was totally right. That was KG Beast.
You're totally right. Well,
but he was so forgettable. He was the
he was so forgettable.
He was also in The Winter Soldier playing like a bit role.
Oh man.
As well for like one of the evil Hydra.
Spec
Ops guys.
Yeah. He wasn't at Crossbones, but he was like Crossbones' buddy.
Oh, what was it? Oh, his name was like not. He wasn't Batroc the Leaper because that was George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
He was. Oh my God! What the fuck?
I like he did have a name.
Yeah, he's like a shitty comic book villain.
But yeah, he like.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I feel like this movie it'll be interesting because, like I said, they need to have this like this really interesting balance of like you not giving it enough crap about these characters to enjoy watching them die, but also like
Jack Rollins,
like investing you enough to make you want like more from it. You know what I mean? And what's nice is that they have characters like Harley Quinn in this that can help sort of provide that sort of like, grounded, like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to see Harley get out of this, like, and what happens next. But then you have like characters like Polka Dot Man, who I'm not too sure. Like, I'm on the fence about whether he's gonna make it out of this or not. Because it's such a random ass character. But it's like, I don't know. Like, do I want to see him like go down some sort of like epic, awesome way in this movie, or do I like really want to see more from him?
Yeah, I'm with you there. But let me see.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
This will be like such a fun DC movie though. Overall,
I'm very excited. I really enjoy. His name is what the fuck? His name's Taser.
Taserface?
No, not Taserface. Just Taser.
What was
your name's?
Was he a former,
Taserface?
Was he a former American gladiator? Is that?
I don't know. That's all that came up though.
Taser.
Taser.
Yeah, I would say like this will be, this is obviously going to be like the DC's attempt at making like a kind of like a rated R awesome, Guardians-esque sort of ensemble movie.
Yeah.
Then the next big movie that they're probably going to break into. I mean, when do you think The Flash is going to be done? Like,
who the fuck knows, man?
Like, because that's the game-changing movie, right?
It's starting to film, right?
I think so. I mean, Michael Keaton's on board. I've seen things where they're talking about like recreating Tim Burton's Gotham.
So if they're doing it, if like they're gonna start filming soon, Michael Keaton's on board, probably in a couple years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they already have projects that are obviously priority going, like the Batman and whatnot, and like Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam's filming now.
Yeah, and Black Adam's one that I'm like really interested in because it's like not only I think that'll be a fun movie, but I'm interested to see like how they're like where they're putting that. Are they putting that in this DC continuity that we've been experiencing in the movies, or are they is that going to be like post Flash movie? Everything changes,
if there's one thing certain, is that there are way too many worlds of DC.
God damn it, you're right, my friend. There are too many. I'm so sick of it, and I don't want that title to go through. I
don't want it.
I really wish
DCEU is so much better.
It
rolls off the tongue.
It's just It's
WODC. Woodick.
Yeah, did you catch that new Woodick movie?
Oh my god. What time are we at here?
Oh man, we have been talking for almost an hour now.
Okay, that's probably a fair place to end
the hot dogs have had enough. We've
serenaded the dogs.
Yeah, man, this is, another, like we said at the beginning of the podcast, another live episode 76. Go out there and check it. If you didn't watch those trailers along with us, check them out because they are worth checking out. Snake Eyes, I will say, like that, I will watch once it hits something I can watch at home. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch that.
I feel like it's the epitome of an airport movie.
Ooh, yes, good call.
I was listening. Podcast recommendation quickly. Play, watch, listen. Very good. There's it's a video game writer, musician who composes music for video games, a video game director, and a voice actor. And they were talking about movies you watch on planes.
Yeah.
And one of them had to fly, like before the pandemic, was flying from like the west coast of the U.S. to like Eastern Europe for something. And he said he watched every Transformers film just because he'd never seen them. So on the,
I mean, good time suck. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He was like, they weren't good, but it was something.
But I occupied myself.
So
that's true. Much like my Coffee and Contemplation podcast.
Oh, great time sake.
Or the Local Yokels podcast.
Or Matinee Edition.
Or the Matinee Edition podcast.
Or our YouTube channel.
Ooh,
and our Instagram page, both of which you can find by searching Old Heart Radio.
Yep.
You want to check out the Twitter?
Old Heart in Space.
Old Heart in Space.
It's
Remember
there
the
for
time Jared got banned from Twitter for 24 hours for physically threatening Lindsey Graham?
I hope Lindsey Graham does.
I don't think it even let you tweet that.
No, they didn't. It's there.
You only said he should fall on a stick and go straight up his ass.
Hey, he's an ass. All right.
Terrible man.
But yeah, there's plenty of Old Heart Radio headed your way. There's plenty of Old Heart Radio out there. I really appreciate everybody listening, though. I just always got to make that apparent. It's awesome that the hot dogs keep turning out. So,
we should get some merch. We should get the hot dog merch.
We should. I have a sampling of some shirts. Actually, hold on.
Oh wait,
look right behind you.
Whoa!
So my homie Mojo Jojo made that design for those shirts, and I'm gonna get a file scan for it, and I want to try and make a bigger run of them, so we can maybe try and tox them to the hot dogs.
This is sick. You just gotta rip that logo and put it on the Instagram.
Well, yeah,
that's a good logo.
Yeah, no,
holy shit.
Yeah,
this is excellent.
She also did that. The Old Heart Records.
Yes.
The recording room.
We should take a picture of that and put it on the Instagram.
I agree. But shout out to Mojo Jojo. Yeah. She's been making merch for us, basically. So
we'll get that out eventually.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get a sponsor.
Who knows?
Who knows?
One of these days. All right. Well, this is episode 76 coming to a close. I hope you go up in a hot air balloon and don't fall out sometimes, hot dog.
Open air.
Do you have any hopes for our listeners?
Enjoy life. It's worth it. And see.